Okay, so here we are, picking up where we immediately left off. Took a bunch of time to design a bunch of nice mechanized and armored units. We're going for a complete mech playstyle here. Of course, it costs us a boatload of points to do it, but they'll be fine for now. And we still need to get our Marine Force operational. That is the last thing we need to design. So we still have quite a bit to go. But we will get there. What else would we like to do? War support's high enough. We don't need to worry about that. Operation Catapult would be great. Is China actually hanging on in this war? No, they're not. Well, kinda. No, we're not going to bother with that. So we've done the first two. Let's do the bottom two. Okay. Because of course, when we do that, we don't need to trade as many factories. Taking a look here. Let's get you guys training. Because the United States are just pumping out so much stuff, it's just turns into a little bit of a micro nightmare unless you're into that. And I'm a glutton for pain, so I'm into that, but I can see why others would not be. Say 20 Havoc. Get you going. Okay. Doing all the aircraft. We don't need better spy planes yet. It's just not worth it. We're fine on ships. We're not going to be making any better ships for a little bit. And you know what? Maybe we do field hospitals. Help our troops keep. Or reliability. That's interesting. I think we're going to do the field hospitals just to keep better experience on our units. I've been meaning to test it. It's been a while. It used to not be very good. It probably isn't very good now. But, you know, I'll give it a whirl. So, seeing all those factories finishing, coming down the line. And as for what they're making, still everything's going on Shermans for now. Honestly, we're only going to put 10 on Shermans for now. The most we need is the mechanized, or excuse me, self-propelled artillery. So, with that, we will clearly be focusing our efforts there. Okay, did that one. Strategic bombing might be one of the better moves. It gives us some experience. Because that's the main thing we're hunting for right now. We're hunting for experience. Special Forces capacity is also a good one. But because we are working on producing a bunch of strategic bombers, 10% off is quite good. So we'll actually go with that one. Because we do have 15 factories on that. You know, we'll probably be adding more later once we get our ground forces up and running. And there we go. Now these guys actually need a high priority. Because otherwise I'll forget to make the carrier aircraft, and my carriers will be completely dead in the water and useless, so we're not going to do that. Okay, advanced fire control system. Did that just in case we need it for some better ships. Okay, there's the Avenger. Same thing. We're going to get that going so I don't forget it. You know what? And I think we're just going to go straight for Amtracs for our Marines. I just think we're going to completely cut it out and go straight for Amtracs. They do get hurt in jungle fighting a lot, though. The Marines, on the other hand, I don't think they do. Taking a look here. You know what? Let's get that going. Any other ones we should consider? No. Doing okay. Nearly done improving conditions, so that'll be good. And actually, let's get two of those bad boys going also. Okay. See how fast they fill? I mean, that's the power of the United States. Just constantly making factories. Well, it's going to take a little bit of aluminum. Okay, finally starting on the self-propelled artillery guns. We need lots of those. Upgrade you. Okay, there for now. We will start doing those industry techs in a second, but we want to wait just a little bit to get the better research speed on them. And you know what? We will go ahead and do these ahead of time. I'm also tempted for paratroopers, but the biggest problem with having a whole bunch of division templates is it's more historical, it's fun, but it just kills your army experience, and you need army experience to get your doctrines. Especially as USA, you just come in with like no doctrines, which is historical, so we're gonna do that, but it's a little bit more than a pain in the butt. So, uh-oh. Grandma, you've got to go save them. Well, he got caught. That's a better tactical bomber. Okay. Because the advantage of doing this is we can just cut out the actual Marines and just go with the Amtracs instead. It's actually cheaper than trying to do both and pursue both lines, so I think we might need to give our guys some rocket artillery, though, just for some extra soft attack. But we'll see. So we're slowly filling up. Yep, let's get that air XP. Could do escort fighters to get to the last fighter, heavy fighter very quickly. That is an option. Don't care about that. We will care very much about that, but not right now. Bonuses for support techs. I think I like that, and this is also some bonuses for some support techs. Also not a bad idea. Alright, let's do it. Support Rock Island. And we'll use those bonus support tech bonuses. Then of course, there we go. Extra 5% factory output. That's a big deal with how many factories we're gonna have here. So we're up to about 15 half tracks a day and rising. So let's just take a quick look. The current rate we're going of those half tracks, how many days? 238, not bad at all. So we're going for a lot of high quality divisions here rather than just a bunch of spam and crappy divisions. One, it helps keep my sanity, so I'm not worried about microing a whole bunch of crappy divisions, like my Russia game, where I nearly gave myself a hernia, and that's still ongoing. We'll have to see if I can pull that one back or not, or if I've set it too hard against myself. But I'm very happy with it. It's a very interesting game. Because here's the thing, I don't like going to games where I know I'm automatically going to win. There's just no fun, no challenge there. So that's why I heap all these challenges and rules for myself to make it more interesting and more historical at the same time. So it's a double combo of goodness there. Yeah, we definitely need to get the industry techs going because we're going to need extra slots pretty quick here. Okay, that was our idea. Uh-oh. Did you get him back? We got him back. All right. So let's send you back and get you captured again. And you get to go back to Japan and do the same. Now I gotta remember to put them on silent network or what the heck it's called. Build munitions plant in Texas. Why, yes. Let's do that. Oh, Texas, where are you? Oh, you're going to do that anyway. Well, that was easy. Wow. We're actually blew through our iron. That's impressive. That's because of the change to tanks, where tanks cost a lot more iron. So, because of that... Well, they're going to have to do that, but I'm going to have to trade for a little iron in the meantime. Let's take a look at the UK and see how they're doing. They're actually holding El Alamein, and they've naval invaded around Benghazi. That is very interesting. East Africa, they've got some issues. But they might be... The UK might not actually get pushed out of Africa. I wonder if they've tweaked that recently. So that is my suspicion, because it was like every game the AI UK would get blasted out of Africa. I'm not saying that's a, completely unexpected thing either, because I'm cranking Germany to the complete max here, and Italy too. So, am I good on little... I am good on supply trucks. Okay. So we're going to change these, and you know what? We're going to try out field hospitals and see how that goes. Like I said, it's part of my test. We'll see. So, because even on my Germany campaign, where, the German armor divisions are just doing fantastic, it was so hard to level them up. Even though they were, successfully encircling and just taking out a whole bunch of divisions. So I want to see if this will help fix that. But I'm not sure. That's a bit far in advance. We will eventually want that to make our special forces better. Maybe I should start on it now. We'll need to start doing that. Oh, no, no, no. Yep, here we go. Let's get all of our industry. So we'll finish up those support techs, and then everything else is going to be an industry tech coming up here. Okay. Next there. Where's the chromium coming from? Ah, the tank destroyers. Support Rock Island. Tank experiments, and we could get to Detroit. That makes them cheaper. Or get a little army experience. Oh, I take that back. We actually do need votes for the Women's Armed Service Integration Act for extra manpower. Granted, our manpower is huge right now, so I'm not too worried. So let's get the little bit. Probably make sure we pick those two up. Probably need to take a look at our Navy, see if we need to start training. Nope, those guys just came on. So we'll see, we just did all 4 of you, so now it's 60 days. Nope, still can't do that one. This is a good one, the minus 5%. When we're able to. So it still only costs 25. What else would I be spending PP on? I need total MOB when it's time. Don't need to worry about that right now. Although I should do that to be safe, so when war does break out, I can make sure I can go instantly to total MOB. It's 50 to make sure I'm safe. So I will do that. Okay. Oh, that's right, that's right. All industry tax. There. Well. Now it's interesting. I think you actually get more of a boost with going with Wilkie here. But we're staying true to history, so keep an FDR. Okay, you guys are all fine. We need more industry techs. We'll get the oil tech also, because we're just going to be slapping around so much oil. Might even build a few silos right before the battle starts, just so we've got a bit of a reserve. Because we are going to be consuming vast quantities of it. Okay, so let's take a quick look at things now. Still doing fine on trucks, which is good. Granted, nothing's in combat yet, but our 2 divisions are looking okay. So let's take a look at what's lagging. Well, actually, that's not a fair one, because these guys just started, so their efficiency is very low. We're making 5 of those a day. We're going to get up to about double that, and eventually more. But how many days behind are we on self-propelled artillery? Interesting. 1700, still gaining. Tanks? 207. Mech, 102. Okay. So we'll keep going on those 2, and we're going to go back to building some more planes for now. And we'll keep training our planes. So one of the things I would like to do is play a nice co-op game you know, with an even more cranked up AI or something, but with a human player in Russia. And just Lend-Lease. Have a great day Lend-Leasing. Back when I used to play multiplayer, I would just play super Lend-Lease heavy US, and when you got people that were actually, you know, willing to use it and put it into effect, it was a very fun game. So there's very good bonuses for it, but a lot of people just don't think that way. Think about, oh, only what can we build, not what we can get in as Lend-Lease either. Okay, let's take a quick look at things. We've got about... I just realized we're going to need to fix the amount of planes on the carriers. Take a look at the UK here. How you doing, buddy? Still got good numbers. Germany's got... Really can't see anything of what the hell they're doing. Okay. You're at 32%. You're at, what, the same? 32%. Okay. Yeah, we should definitely keep this going. Eventually we'll need that. Not now, though. And we're going to start doing more planes here, so... Okay, now it's going to be 60 days, so it's ramping up big time. Start with that for now. Of course, we'll need to be building Amtraks when they come out, but not yet. Just a bunch more planes. Gary's joining in. Nope, you're good there. National Focus. First National Focus of 1941. I'll probably do airborne divisions just to be safe, because we will need that eventually. Or we could do this and go for some better carriers. Or fund the Navy. Yeah, fund the Navy might actually... We'll go with this first. A lot of the United States choices, there's no real correct or wrong answer. It's kind of what you feel like. Okay. Get those guys exercising also. Oh, there goes King Carol. A little short on rubber. It's okay, I'll pick it up there. Interception group down. What's our speed? 280. Going faster. Okay. And then, of course, after we get done with there, we're going to start breaking the German codes too. Excuse me, the Japanese codes also. We are breaking the German codes.
Attention.
Okay.
Ready.
Well, there's our first mech division. So, keep going. We'll take a look here. A quick overview of things, the state of the world. Because it is 1941, so I'm going to break here in a little bit because I need to set up my defenses. 900 days, 350 days, 860, 53 days. So we're pumping out units. We are probably going to start training them, though, which will be expensive because we're not using the maintenance companies instead because I want to try out field hospitals and see how that goes. Of course, that could be a huge mistake. We'll see, but we'll give that a test. Just looking at what we can see of Germany. Not a whole lot. No, their plane count's big. It's about 7.5. UK's is probably 4, best case. And we're at 3.7, so we're going to have to really beef that up. Of course, most of what we'll need to beef up is, of course, fighters. So, we'll just do that now. Get up to at least 25. We'll probably need to get that up to 50 in a little bit after that, though. So, Italy's about maybe 2.5 or 3. Italian Navy's been completely eviscerated. Look at that. It's down to 40. So the UK just did an absolute number on the Italian Navy, wherever the heck they were, probably in the Med. Sometimes they'll get some ships out here, or sometimes they'll have a fleet stationed down in the Indian Ocean, but we're going to assume the bulk was in the Med, just because that's normally how that goes. Now, by contrast, though, Germany hanging in there. We probably should research 1940 destroyers now that I think about it, too, to make sure a bunch of German U-boats don't give us complete hell. Regarding any of their other techs, can't really see what's going on. So, know they got about 2.5, probably about 3 million men in uniform, of which most are probably just plain old infantry divisions. Let's take a look at Japan. Its preferred tactic is breakthrough. Okay. They've got just about 1 million men in. And this is interesting. Japan, most of the time, it kills off China so quickly. So I don't know if they rebalanced in a patch, and I'm just not remembering. But that's very interesting. Like I said, most of the time, they're completely killed off. So Japan seems to be a bit weaker. Their Navy, good size, though. It's at least 300. Integrated fleet arm, yeah. Mobile force, carriers, okay. Compare that to us, sitting on 423. Have not built any capital ships, though. Per their house rules, I could not build any more capital ships that would come out pre-war. I can, yes, now it's 1941. I can choose to start building more new capital ships if I want, and I may once these slots open up. Also, definitely need to start doing Amtraks. So, look at our raw numbers, up to 148 military factories, 155 civs. So, let's compare that count with just Germany for kicks and grins. Germany's sitting on slightly more than me, about maybe 200 mils. I'm at, what was that, 150? No, excuse me, 148. Civilian count is definitely below me. They're probably about 125-ish. We are, of course, still at that 155 figure. So, okay. So far advanced, still going. Need to get our army experience count up big time, though. Because right now, when we go to fight, our main issue, what's going to be holding us back, is our doctrines. No ifs, ands, or buts. And this one's key. Just an extra 10% defense so we don't get pushed off. So, we'll go through here, and then, of course, here we go. Mechanized offensive. Breakthrough big time. We'll see which one we go after. I forget which one's, though. Kind of the more historical one. Yeah, we'll also need to be buying our doctrines there in a second, and we will start buying some doctrines here for strategic destruction. Yeah, because I'm not researching any planes. I'm going to be upgrading up big time. Do a little ground support. And now you're full cost. So we'll go naval mission, and then, of course, air superiority. We'll see if we can get down there. Extra agility in plane combat is huge. Other than that, we've got our first mechanized division out. We've got a few other ones coming up, and we've got our armor divisions nearly about to pop. Just a little short on anti-air there. We'll see. We'll probably gonna have to. We're doing less than one a day. We'll probably need to boost that. So we got the assembly line production. Yep. We'll definitely want the fuel refining. Because right now, where's the fuel? Right in front of my eyes. Jeez, it's been a long day. Daily gain is 30.6. Once we do that, of course, it'll jump up big time. But our max consumption from the army is going to increase astronomically. Right now, it's only 647 per day. As you can see on that tooltip, it's going to be like probably about 20,000 by the time we get done with this. Because that's a single division doing that 647. So, and our Navy by itself is 27K, which is almost our entire budget. Our Air Force is 9K. So you can just imagine how much of a complete oil hog our country's going to be. That's why I'll probably even build a few fuel silos before the war, because our current stockpile is just under 500,000, which is not at all a lot. So is Germany. I think I intend to get up to like 2 million in capacity or something, try to fill that up. So we're definitely going to want to fill up ours pre-war. So we're going to be ending the video a little bit early today, but like I mentioned, I'm going to go off camera here, organize the fleets, and then get all the fleets kind of in a roughly, let's call it historical deployment, and then I'll figure out what I'm actually going to, deploy airwise to the Philippines, so it's just not a complete curb stomp out there. Oh, that's right, we did start building some of our radar. Wake Island. Yep, and we built a few air bases, so we'll start deploying some of our planes to those bases. And then per the rules, I'm not going to do anything to beef them up. I can build coastal forts per my house rules, but that's about it. These infantry garrison divisions are the infantry garrison divisions that you see there. I'm not going to do anything to help them out. So, we'll have Thompsons instead of Grands, but that's going to be about it. So, okay. So thank you very much, and let me take my save game before I forget. Oop. And I will see you next time. Take care.